Deep Dive with David Stendahl, where we trade without ego, no emotion, no greed, and no opinion. Before we begin tonight's video blog, please read over our trading disclaimer and remember to trade smart and accept the reality that trading futures is risky. This presentation does not provide buy-sell recommendations, and our information is strictly provided for educational purposes only. As always, trade at your own risk and analysis. Hey, it's David Stendahl with tonight's Deep Dive. It is September 20th, 2018. We're going to be looking at the Dow Jones today. I don't have it listed on here, but it's going to have similar characteristics to that of the S&P 500. But in this case, we're looking at the Dow Jones, YM is the symbol, and the Diamonds, DIA, is the ETF that you'd be looking at. And so with the Dow Jones, obviously, and that of the S&P 500, the trends, short, intermediate, and long-term, all point to the upside. The technicals are still pointing to the upside, and there is nothing going on here in any type of pivots and in overbought territory as of yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly go right to the charts here and just simply point out the fact that the Dow Jones and a lot of the other markets, but the Dow Jones hit a new high today. And we're looking at that resistance level right through here. That number on the Dow Jones is 26,673. That was the resistance. We're obviously above it right now, both on a weekly bar basis, which is overbought and has gotten into overbought territory. You get into overbought territory and people say, hey, it's overbought. Just the fact that we're in that territory doesn't mean too much. It's how do you react while you're in that overbought territory, and we've just simply entered it so far. Both on that on a weekly bar basis, and here is the daily bars going back some time. You can see that this was the resistance level. So this was a major move, considering that was major resistance to the market. It too is in overbought territory, and we'll see how things kind of play out here, because anytime you break above major resistance, especially going into new time highs, and you've had three consecutive pretty strong surges to the market, that the market is going to be a little bit winded. We'll see how things kind of play out with these particular levels. This level right through here is 26,673 for the daily bars. I'll post that on the overview for the markets, and what we're going to be looking for is how are things going to react to now that we're in that overbought territory. Everything is positive, and I'll say this, that I could not be more pleased with our systems in the Dow Jones, and that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems that are long. Today is the 20th, but we don't have any that have triggered today. We had one that triggered yesterday, we had one that triggered 2 days ago, and we've had a number that have been long for a period of time. And so we've got nice open position profits. And in this particular case, we're going to see how things going to play out here now that we've entered overbought territory. But we've got some room to play. We've got some nice open position profits, and I guess it's more of a wait and see type scenario. Best case scenario for the Dow and for ourselves is that we obviously stay above this threshold, and that the market takes a bit of a breather, moves sideways. We get the indicators, which would then, as far as the momentum type indicators, would sell off a little bit, not necessarily generating phenomenally strong sell signals, but what they would do is they would just simply come down and come back into come back into more of a neutral phase, and then we'd have another surge with some other type of move to the upside. But we're going to wait and see how things kind of play out here. So the critical levels are these support levels that are sort of showing for the market right now, and what we want to see is, can the market stay above those levels and get the overbought territories kind of going into more of a sideways consolidation. So we'll see how things kind of play out from there, and we will take a look at some more markets tomorrow. I'll be sending off some information about some new upcoming workshops that we're going to be doing, webinars in other words, and we'll be sending out some information about where our positions are over the course of the weekend, as well as maybe some additional educational videos from our Signal Insight series. So with that, we'll look at and see how things kind of play out here tomorrow for the end of the week with the Dow Jones, and kind of go from there. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the profits. Bye-bye.